The My Stores tab is really your territory and your accounts. To access the information at the bottom of your screen, please go to columns. What is checked off is what I strongly recommend you having checked off. So the address, the city, the banner chain, the postal code, the store type if you call on more than one type of account, class, segmentations, relationship status, and store status if your company is actually segmented and classifying accounts. The visit, which will allow you to see the last time you actually visited each of the accounts and the number of times you visited them in the last year. If you are in a province where sales data is available, make sure to check off market performance as well as your own agency's performance. If market data is not available in your province, make sure to check off your own agency's sales for the current month, because this will basically calculate the number of points of distribution that you've checked off for all of the products under the My Products Listed tab, which is the blue checkbox box. So a 1 will appear for every product you've actually checked off for the sales for the current month, so which basically for July. So this is updated monthly with your current points of distribution for the last month. Once you've selected your columns and you've made your decisions of the data you want to see, make sure to click on the parameters button, and this will set your preferences. So every time you get back to this report, it's going to be with the columns you've selected. Now, if you're in a market where sales data is available, you will be able to look at the data using the different categories and analyzing what your top accounts are based on all of the different filtering options available to you. At the bottom of your screen, when the report actually looks like an Excel spreadsheet, it means that you can actually play around with the data. So if you actually click on any of the columns, it will automatically filter in alphabetical order or in the inverse. If you type in anything in the account search, it will also automatically filter. So in any of the columns, if you type in anything, it will automatically filter. You can also select multiple options by selecting the funnel, and it will filter on several cities, for example, in this case. If you want to create a rule, so for example, if I wanted to know all of my accounts that had less than a certain number of points of distribution, I just have to click on the magnifying glass and say less than 5. And I will see all of the accounts where I don't have much distribution. If ever you realize an account is missing from your territory, it's very important to look at the provincial level as well, in the product search completely on the top of your screen. This will allow you to see not only your accounts, but the ones that are called on by your peers. So if ever one of the accounts is actually called on by your peers, you can always contact your manager to do the change. Or if it's not actually linked to any rep, make sure to also contact your manager. That way he can add it to your account list. If ever the account you're looking for isn't available provincially in the account search on top, keep in mind that all new accounts in Ontario, Alberta, and BC are added every Monday by ezfocus. So every Tuesday mornings, managers should go and check the full list of accounts on the All Stores and Licensees and link them to the proper rep. If you're in a province where we don't update your accounts on a weekly basis, you will have an extra button that will allow you to create a new account. So simply click on Create New Account if you're not from BC, Ontario, or Alberta. Enter the mandatory information where the little stars are. As well as entering your email address here. And click on Save Client. Now the email will be sent to our programmer, and within the next 48 hours, the account will be added to your territory. But this account will also be added to all of the other companies, so we are working as a community. So again, I recommend managers to go check the All Stores and Licensees once a week and make sure that any new account that's added by any other company is now linked to the proper rep. Of course, you can export what's at the bottom of your screen by exporting all data, and you will have access to the account list you're seeing. But if you want to export more, you can also export all accounts. This will basically export all of the account information that is shared with the industry. So this section will be available to you, as well as the dates to remember, which is also shared with the industry, will be available in that Excel export. You can also export all contacts. This will be the section that you've actually entered under contacts, which is not shared with the industry. That will be exported to Excel. Last but not least, you can also create a new activity. Creating new activity is basically allowing you to enter your sick days, vacation time, admin, team training, office meeting, or other information, other times where you're not actually available. So, for example, if I wanted to add a vacation day, simply have to put the full day, and then I click on Save Activity, and my new activity will be added at the bottom here, and my manager will then have access to these in the detail called